Shalom, family, friends. Today's lesson is Stop Claiming Priesthood. At the risk of sounding as a broken record, I see the necessity for this. And don't take this personal like most did and has done in the past. This is not personal. This is for the edifying of our people. They must understand this. I'm not getting any personal gratitude from this. No personal gain, except for the fact that my people know the truth. So yes, I'm doing it again. All of you out there that are teaching, calling yourselves priest, royal priesthood, stop it. You are an abomination and you are committing blasphemy. Let's prove it. Hosea chapter 3, verse 4 through 5. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a what? Without a king, and without a prince, and without a what? Sacrifice, and without an altar. Remember, I told y'all this before. And without a priesthood. Y'all see that? Look, when I do these lessons, I don't make this stuff up. I don't dig this stuff out of my own head. I bring it from the word of the Most High. And like I said, it is to edify my people, his people, our people, for the sake of understanding. You do this and you're breaking the law. The Most High said to his guardians, the men of Israel, show my people the error of their ways. And that's what I'm doing. Now that last video I did, a couple of them about priesthood, I got some pretty nasty remarks because they didn't agree. You're not disagreeing with me. These are not my words. This is the Most High telling you this is what's going to happen because of your disobedience. This is what I'm going to take away from you. There is no priest today. And without a priesthood, and without manifestations. And afterward shall the children of Israel return, and shall seek the Most High, their Father, and David, their king. That is the Messiah, David, and shall be amazed at the Most High and at his goodness in the later days. Those are the days of the end, not the end of the world as the Christians teach, but the end of the times as we know them. They're going to change. He's not going to destroy the world, but these days as we know them are coming to an end. Now, I took the liberty to do a commentary to try to further help anybody who's interested understand exactly what this means. Hosea 3 and 4. For the children of Israel shall abide many days. Here begins a more plain and full explication of the symbolical action of the prophet, namely that it signified what would befall the children of Israel, that they should continue many days in a state of captivity, without a king, as the woman continued without a husband, without the means of worshiping the Most High according to the rites of their law. According to the rites of their law. And yet refraining from idolatry, as the woman refrained from unfaithfulness to her betrothed husband. And this prediction was remarkably fulfilled upon the 10 tribes, when made captive by Shalmaneser. Compare that with Hosea chapter 9 and verse 4. And upon the 2 remaining tribes after the destruction of their temple and commonwealth by Nebuchadnezzar. And during their captivity in Babylon, this prophecy has also been fulfilled upon the whole nation of the Israelites, from the destruction of Jerusalem by Titus unto this day. This day. From that time, they have had no republic or civil government of their own, but have lived everywhere like so many exiles, only upon sufferance. That's us, people. They have had neither priest nor sacrifice. Their temple was destroyed, where only they were to offer sacrifices. They could only offer these sacrifices at a designated temple. You can't go create one with your own thoughts or your own imaginations or create. You can't do that. These words from the Most High is set forth for us to follow explicitly. Do that or get off the bus. And yet, the want of a place, they want to have a place where to perform the most solemn parts of their public worship. Yes, we do want that. Does not tempt them to idolatry or make them fond of image worship or any such idolatrous practice, which was the epidemical sin of their forefathers. This seems the general import of this prophecy, but the several expressions must be more particularly explained. Without a king, namely of their own, without a prince, without a civil magistrate, or their own with supreme authority, and without sacrifice, deprived of the means of offering. Who deprived them? The Most High did. Deprived of the means of offering the typical sacrifices of the law, and having as yet no share in the true sacrifice, and without an image, or, as the Brenton's Septuagint says, without an altar. The Hebrew word, which I can't pronounce, but it simply means rendered image, seems properly to signify those pillars, which in the patriarchal age were erected to honor the Most High and used as altars. We read in Genesis chapter 28, verse 18, that Jacob, after his divine vision that he had, took the stone that he had put for his pillow and set it up for a pillar. Here's that same word here in Hebrew, the same word which is used here, and poured all oil upon the top of it. That is, he made an altar of it to pour out a libation upon it as a token of gratitude for the vision with which he had been favored, and to ratify in a solemn manner his resolution of serving the Most High. And again, Read that in Genesis 35 and verse 14. We find the same word rendered pillar twice and used in the same sense. And without an ephod. What is an ephod? The ephod being one principal part of the high priest's garment of consecration and of service. The saying here that the children of Israel should be without an ephod is signifying that they should be without a high priest to minister in the priest office, and without teraphim, those interpreters. So people, I'm telling you, those people claiming that they're from the royal priesthood, I'm pretty sure they believe that in their heart, but it don't make them right. What it does make them is disobedient and in denial. And they're claiming something they don't have rights to, not yet. And whether they realize it or not, this is a serious thing. When you do something that the Most High undid, you are taking precedence over the Most High. Now you tell me if that's right or wrong. With that being said, Israel, share this with those that think they're priests. Shalom.